finally, the sweet embrace of death. We're getting bitches! Let's go! Hella bitches.
Show them the might of the name of the Emperor. In his name it will be done.
Casually minding your own business on Earth when all of a sudden the moon came down for a blowjob and Saturn was like, you know what? I'm getting in on that and came in for some back shots. This is cum. Moon cum. Moon spunk. Monk, if you will. Now, most of the time, I have a pretty good idea in my head as to what I want to watch. I have a very good gauge as to the spectrum of kind of content that makes me go goo goo gaga to provide with the best kind of content that's going to make us all enjoy the stuff we watch. And then sometimes I'm presented with a video that makes me question just what we're going to end up watching. And this is going to be one of those days. I saw a little series, a very short little series, that sounded immensely freaking stupid, but just by the sheer stupidity of it, I couldn't turn it away. And judging by the fact it's got so many views, I thought we might as well just roll the dice and see whether it's worth watching or not. I mean, that's what ended up with us watching Skibidi Toilet originally, and we saw how that went. So, without any further ado, let's roll the dice of chance and see whether this series called The Moon Falls, I think. Wait, The Moon Falls? The Moon Wakes Up, sorry. We're going to be watching The Moon Wakes Up. So, apparently my Twitch chat has turned into a bunch of orcs from Warhammer.
And that is the worst case it could have been, Lloyds. I want to see you give a good old crumping.
But yeah, this is called The Moon Wakes Up. I have no idea what to expect from this, but if you have astrophobia, I might advise for you to turn away now. This is going to give me very... You remember that movie, Astronaut, I think it was called? Oh god, what was it? It was literally where the moon was, like, hollow or something, and it, like, crashed into the planet Earth or something. Either way, the moon wakes up. Why is it waking up? No one knows. Maybe it's late for dinner. Maybe it caught its wife cheating on it. Maybe it decided that it wanted to be sleepy, not be sleepy time. Or maybe someone decided to keep their music up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and now the moon is rather pissed. I told you guys, I told you, you're supposed to turn your music off, and now look what you've done. Now look what you've done. You woke the moon up, and now it's going to come and eat our faces. Good job, everybody. Yeah, I was going to say, would this be considered analog horror? I don't think so, right? Okay, enough delay. Let's see what we're in for. The moon. Let me guess, it's gonna wake up? Oh, that's pretty good graphics, actually. It's a bit backroomsy. I would pay any money if the moon just gets a big, like, goofy-ass Looney Tunes face, like old cartoons, and goes, hey, do you mind keeping it down? Oh, wait, no, this is just an Astaf movie joke taken out of context. Like, literally Astaf movie. Hey, you two should kiss. Fuck you, son. Hey, fuck you, guy. Oh my god, it actually does. What the hell is that? Goofy ass. Okay, this better end up being scary. If this is just literally going to be a goofy ass moon with a face. What was the giant planet-sized transformer from Transformers? Galvatron? Oh my god, the moon woke up! That's crazy! Roll credits! Unicron! Oh my god, naked Unicron! Naked Unicron! Put on some damn clothes, you goober!
All 11B, mission is abort. Mission abort. Abort mission.
That's normal. That's really normal. The thing is, though, and I know that I'm not supposed to be using logic here, but if the moon were to move even at all... Okay, fun scientific fact. Did you know that the moon, every year, is moving 2 inches further away from planet Earth in its orbit? And that the moon has a very heavy control over the tidal shifts on planet Earth. And that even if the moon shifted by more than 5 inches in a given year, it would cause unknown catastrophe to ecological and environmental tide shifts. If the moon suddenly moved like that, Just by the gravitational shift alone, it would tear the Earth apart.
Wait, did you know that we have a Discord and a Twitch? No? Well, now you do. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you click those little links over there and be part of the fun? Just like the rest of us cool kids, you know what I'm saying?
But this is fantasy, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh my god.
Dude, somebody needs to dub over this and have him saying, dude, what was in that ration pack? I think we just had the funny wacky tobacco ration. Oh my, the moon's got a face. And the moon's got a face, it means it's got a mouth. Now, hear me out, dude. Hear me out. I've always wanted to a planet.
Houston, we have a problem. Code black. I repeat.
I
code
know.
black. Making a course to Earth.
Moon, see anyone?
Oh shit. Pulse rate's dropping. Navigation systems are failing. Temperature restabilized.
Why is their ship blowing up? Oh wait, the gravitational pull, yeah. Ah, they exploded! Oh no! Wait, you know what? I've seen less believable Hollywood survival. Just putting it out there as well. Gravity doesn't work that way. Gravity means that you have no because there's no friction or any kind of like air resistance. If you start spinning in space, you're gonna keep spinning. Your centrifugal force will keep you going forever. And that is where astrophobia kicks in, baby. You ever seen that? You ever seen Gravity, that movie? And you see the guy just spinning off into space? There are so many ways to die in this world. Getting lost in the vacuum of space? Haha, no thank you. I would legitimately give so much money if the moon starts going towards planet Earth and then planet Earth also grows a face and they start kissing. Okay, now hear me out. If there's any artists out there, I will be willing to give $10, 10 whole smackaroons to someone who can draw the moon and the Earth kissing like this whilst I'm sat in the background looking kind of flustered. Moon jump scare? Moon jump scare? Moon jump scare? You know, this is goofy, but it's kind of harmless. Oh no! Everyone on Earth is gonna die! Oh! Wait a minute, is this just Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, but with RTX turned on? Damn it! I can't believe the moon blew Earth! It's kind of hot. There's another one? Oh! Why do all the planets have mouths and faces? And why is dude, why is Earth the one that gets cucked here? Is it, oh, this is all a big metaphor for how human race are an infestation and how the human race infested Earth and took its soul. So now Earth doesn't have a mouth or a body, therefore it must be feasted upon by the other planets like a carrion swarm. Oh no! Okay, but that one back there kind of been looking a bit suggestive. Uranus? More like Urane yes. Urane would. Alright, let's go for episode 2. I'm sure episode 2 will be much more serious. You know, okay, this is really well made. Very well animated. These are very, very cool models. I like the style. This is very much sort of backrooms energy.
I've had the vision. I bet you've seen the signs too. Chosen.
Wait, what?
Being transformed. The government think we're stupid. They pretend like nothing's going on. But no.
The cult of
We
the
had enough. No
moon!
more lies. Because the awakened
So what you're saying is, the moon haunts you? Sorry, I'm getting some PTSD of Marvel rivals.
ones will soon be here. We have been chosen to prepare for their arrival. They will soon arouse.
It's time to go. Michael, come on. Let's
Come
go.
on, Michael, stop being a creepy kid that thinks the moon is real.
Babe, we're gonna be late. Let's get a move on.
Did the people who make this just hired the first British person they found? Come on, Rachel, it's time. Come on, Rachel, it's time to go to our daily fish and chip inspection meeting. We got to go to have some beans on toast, love. Make sure we got to have some of that good old nosh we does. You know what I'm saying? We're British, you can tell that because we got a way of talking, we do.
I said we don't have time for this. Hurry up, get your coat, and let's go.
What accent is that? Oh no! The child is
Did you
traumatized
hear me?
and is giving a forewarning of the future events.
Michael, I have to tell you.
Some might say that this is a real-world message about brain rot for kids. And yet, in our world, this is actualized by the kids doom-scrolling TikTok. But they're very sneakily disguising that as the moon in this.
One more time.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much what happens when you doom scroll, when you raise your kids on iPads and TikTok rather than actually educating them. You know, if this was actually something that happened, if there was a physical consequence beyond you know, completely ruining your child's attention span, if there was a physical representation of brain rot, I don't think parents would be so willing to give their kids an iPad. You know where this is going. Yeah, you know where this is going. You knew this was coming. It's too easy. Easy emotes, easy content, easy... guys, if I'm going to subject myself to watching this, you can damn well bet your bottom sock I'm going to harvest emotes out of it. Kalema! 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 Kamima! Oh, is the moon about to wake up again? The moon waking up? The moon's waking up! The moon's waking up! The moon's woken! The moon heard that it's Riz o'clock.
Breaking news coming live. Shocking images coming from NASA right now.
这是人类前所未有的事件。
Our celestial neighbor appears
On the
to have
maiden
woken
flight
from
of
a deep
Apollo
slumber.
11B. Похоже, что американская сторона
May God have mercy. This could be the end of everything as we know it.
I like how it does a little spin, like, whee! Damn! Okay, now I definitely know this guy isn't British. No British man has ever scored a 9 out of 10 Londoner. Like, it's a London 9 or an Essex 15. Finally, the sweet embrace of death. Dude, I'm sorry. With the trend of, like, Siren Head, Skibidi Toilet, I am now waiting for the time where I am going to end up seeing the Moon Wakes plushies in my local store. I have seen Skibidi Toilet plushies. I've seen Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. I've seen Siren Head plushies. With this, I am now very much expecting to end up seeing Moon plushies coming to my local store soon. Five years later? Nah, dude, sorry. The planet would be gone. The moon crashes into the planet like that, A, you're going to have no atmosphere. B, you're going to have no tidal shifts. C, all life as we know, like, the planet would be uninhabitable.
Unit Bravo 6, impact zone 12 is clear.
Yes, there are siren head plushies. I should know because my ex's son, no, my ex's
with nearly 90%
nephew had one.
population wiped out and our major oceans having all but dried up. Two questions echo louder than ever. Can mankind rebuild? And what
No.
other threats are lurking out there?
Okay, I know I shouldn't, like, analyze this from an actual side of things, because that's creepy as fuck. But, yeah. So there you were, casually minding your own business on Earth, when all of a sudden the moon came down for a blowjob, and Saturn was like, you know what, I'm getting in on that, and came in for some back shots. Why is Saturn staring at the moon like I stare at, You know, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Sorry, Jupiter.
This place has seen bad days. Alright, yellow this. How cute.
Yo, Mr. Potato, thank you for the sub. What they want you to think is a rendition of Jupiter is actually a medical sketch of somebody's prolapsed anus. Damn. Okay. So what's coming next then? Oh god, here we go. Episode 3. I'm sure everything's fine now.
Just do your job, Neil.
Yeah, Neil. Can't believe Neil's not taking this seriously. Like, Neil needs to hurry up and drill the moon already before Saturn drills it.
Uneventfully for mankind.
It's now been 10
Okay, guys, just suspend your disbelief that this would be plausible, okay? When we're watching anything like Backrooms, Siren Head, anything like that, these kind of shows, you need to, like, subvert your expectations, because, like, you know, the moon crashing into Earth like that, if The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask has taught me anything, it'd all be over. You start through the game from the beginning. If only somebody had learned the Song of Time. We could have all avoided this. We could have all gone into a Groundhog Day situation.
years since the moon woke up. While what's left of civilization has attempted to rebuild, the cosmic threats facing our existence appear to be far from over.
I want to talk about the gravitational problem of this. I want to talk about the physics of this. I want to talk about why this could never happen. I want to talk about why even, you know, just the fact the moon crashing into the planet Earth like that. It's fancy. It's fancy. You're not supposed to take it seriously, but I want to take it seriously. My autistic ADHD brain wants to analyze this way too much.
Ever since Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus arrived several years ago, their intentions have remained unclear, and they continue to simply
So, Pornhub would describe this with a tag of voyeurism and size difference. Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn are watching the moon blow the Earth. And I, for one, am happy to goon to this.
loom in the distance, watching.
That's inappropriate. You're supposed to pay $4.99 a month for that. Guys, don't be like those celestial bodies. Pay for your porn, okay? You can't just get it for free like that.
In response to another potential apocalyptic scenario, the Frontline Research Initiative for Earth's new
Not my
defense
most
has
shameful
been
fan.
established by the remaining world powers. Situated on the outer rim of what has been dubbed the Umbra Zone, a 2,800-kilometer radius surrounding the lunar impact, the initiative has become humanity's greatest hope of...
You know, as goofy as this was in the first episode, this is building up a very interesting universe. Because this is the big thing, right? What makes things like SCP content, backrooms content, it's all made very interestingly by the world building. And oddly, this feels really well made. Like, they're building up a really interesting world. So as goofy as the concept is, this is what I mean by this could very likely end up as the next Skibidi toilet or the next Backrooms or the next SCP, which is why I'm also saying it's very likely you'll probably start seeing plushies of these planets.
Of research, recovery, and above all, survival.
So, have they considered weaponizing?
Yet, as the bulk of the world's resources are poured into this bold endeavor, millions of displaced survivors continue to fight for the most basic needs, such as water and...
This has come. Moon spunk. Monk, if you will. But no, on a more serious note, like, I love when worlds get into this level of fleshing out. This is what makes a compelling story. Because you take what is known, you take what is sort of relative, you take what we know in our own world that we understand, and you put it into a scenario that is outlandish, that sort of makes you think. And it's familiar enough that you can understand it as something that you know, but you've made it this, like, theoretical fantasy, as it were. And that fantasy is what compels you. So as goofy as the premise is, if the world building is good enough, it can become very compelling. It's exactly what made SCP so popular. It's exactly what made the Backrooms so compelling. And I like this. I'm actually getting into this now.
and food.
Even if I have so many questions about the What the hell, dude? What was that rat doing to you? Oh, right, you were hungry.
Through all the chaos and
Yummers.
despair, our new celestial neighbors continue to hover some 9 million kilometers from Earth.
Thank you for the
just
gifted sub.
shy of the Lagrange-influenced disturbance zone, effectively locking us in an equilibrial gravitational three-way.
Well, I'm glad they're the ones now mentioning the debauchery of all this. I, for one, revel. You know, some might say that this is an unnecessary gangbang. The scientists are calling it a gravitational three-way. But above all else, it's the most awkward, uncomfortable voyeurism kink I've ever seen. At least they understand. I do like how they're trying to rationalize the things that I've been questioning as well. Like, they're legitimately rationalizing the gravitational problem, and if only they could rationalize the tidal problem.
Gravity signatures within bounds. Preparing the Black Iris payload. Force 12 approaching Saturn's outer fields. Black Iris
And I think that's kind of what I mean, right?
Recalibrated.
It doesn't really matter how goofy it is. If your world building and storytelling is good enough, you can make anything interesting.
Zoom in. Picking up a subtle gravity spike.
Also, my oral fixation of looking down into the gaping maw of a giant mouth like that makes my vor fetish kind of tweak a little bit. Eat me. Just eat me. Also, thank you for the $5 super chat.
What the hell?
That's no moon!
One of Jupiter's moons looks like Callisto is emerging from Jupiter's mouth. Gravity spike disrupting communication signals. Protect solar.
Oh, no!
Force 12 is picking up a similar anomaly here from Saturn. Is that... Titan it appears. I repeat, the Titan has woken up. It might be lonely.
And you know, that's kind of what I mean, right? Like, sometimes it's about what you show, not tell. That a lot of the good storytelling elements of this kind of stuff is about keeping enough ambiguous to keep you guessing, whilst you know, just feeding a small amount enough to keep people interested, you know? A little bit of a little small sippy of exposition, a little small sip of revelation. Not enough to give away the entire context. It's like, what were those ARGs that we watched with the meat? The trebuchets and things. Oh god, what was it called? Yeah, it was like Vita Carne. They never really like explained the fundamentals. They never really told you the why, the what. They just put you in that universe, in that situation. You were dealt with that moment, and you just had to understand that's what it was. It didn't matter how it came to be. It didn't matter what started it all. You just had to deal with the story as it was at the time. And when your world building is good enough, the subjectivity of it kind of just becomes a secondary thing. And that's kind of where this is going. We have a lot of questions, and we can make speculations, and that's what keeps us watching. And I love that concept. That tells me that these guys are great at story writing, because they can outweigh the goofiness of the concept to keep you interested with the sort of like whimsy of it all. Daniel, don't worry, we won't be. We'll be watching all of the intermittent scenes.
All attempts at approaching Jupiter and Saturn have ended in failure.
My speculation is that the moon is leeching from Earth. Like, maybe the Earth is the only one without a mouth because we killed it. Or maybe it's like a disgruntled fat family going to McDonald's on Friday when they get 2 for 1, and they're supping themselves upon the gorgement of free food. And they're watching their cute little baby get a hearty meal. Who knows?
Nobody wants to get close to Uranus.
Yeah, because Uranus stinks. Who would want to get close to a stinky Uranus?
All mankind can do is pray that things don't get any worse than they are.
This in the business is called subtle foreshadowing. Oh, wait, did you see that in the back? Wait. Guys, look in the back. The fuck is that? The fuck is that back there? We've got some intrigue. We've got some subtlety. Guys, sorry, I know you can't see it because there's no red ring around it. Just pretend there's a red ring around it. Did you see it? Now we got moon zombies. Great. Why is there moon cum everywhere? You would have thought the moon would have been nice enough to clean up its cum by this point. It's been 7 years. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's nothing bad. Episode 4. I love how the trend with these these kind of series ends up being the same. Like, this happens every time. It happened with a lot of the series from, anytime, like, an indie project gets started, the first couple of episodes are always so, sort of bland. And you can tell there's not much direction. You can tell it's a bit, like, nonsensical and whatever else. But it's so cool seeing that as every episode is going by, the quality goes up, the length of time that the videos last for goes up, because I can guarantee you, at episode 1, they were probably like, let's just put up a random video. Like, no one's gonna watch this. Absolutely nobody is gonna want to watch a video about the moon waking up and eating the planet Earth. And then they put it live and realized that Skibidi Toilet exists and that people with hyperfixations and the kind of people who watch SCP content and the Backrooms content absolutely suck this stuff up like the moon is sucking the planet. Gonna ignore how disbelievable that is.
Millions dead.
Thank you, by the way, Gear Trail, for the $5.
Millions
On the other hand, if they
starving.
just focus on one aspect, the game fails. Mass Effect Andromeda is an example of that. Too much
cataclysmic event
focus on world
that
building.
changed our world.
To a degree. It depends on the mode
destroyed.
of delivery.
Civilization.
See, you say that, Gear Trail, and I'm going to use my analytical skills to kind of contradict what you say. That's true, but it depends on the medium. Gaming requires more than just story building because games are an interactive medium. Movies, TV shows, television are an absorbative medium. They're a consumative materium. The only way you interact with them is by viewing them. World building is much more prevalent for TV shows, movies, and things that are watched on TV because there's no other way to engage with them. At that point, world building and the storytelling is superfluous above all else because that's all you can use. It's just how you balance it that matters. Gaming has the advantage of then having interactivity to balance that out as well, which makes it technically harder for games to do it right, but there's more to do with the games to make it work. Oh my god, just play the video? Because you just told me what to do? No. What, first time? Odds production? Is this your first time watching one of my reactionary content? Dude, I think you stepped into the wrong stream. I think you're in the wrong channel, dude. Guys, this guy just, this person clearly has never watched one of my videos before. It's almost like I'm trying to be transformative. It's almost like I'm trying to be constructive to what we're watching, you know, rather than being a slop Andy that watches something, adds nothing to it, and then capitalizes on other people's creativity without even making it interesting or adding my own section to it. It's almost like I want to be additive rather than diminutive, rather than a React Andy that literally just steals other people's content and re-uploads it with nothing transformative. Yeah, trying to avoid becoming the next XQC. It's almost like when you watch reactionary content, you're watching reactionary content so that the person you're watching watch that content can add their 2 cents to it. And me, being a media, a media student, an animator, I have a lot that I could say about this kind of stuff because this is my forte. I have a major backing in movies and animation. So I can be very additive to this. And I choose to be, because I think it's interesting to analyze this kind of stuff and understand how this stuff becomes popular. And I think people like that kind of thing. Imagine that, a React Andy capable of being additive to what they watch rather than just sat down in the corner going, crazy. So you see what you've done? By demanding that I just play the video, you've sent me off on a tangent about validating my existence and what I do, which inadvertently has made me delay playing the video even more. I am such a fucking brat. Dude, I don't know. I think I might even leave this in the final edit as well, just to prove my point.
All but wiped out. In a world turned to rubble, all hope was lost.
Parlez-vous français? Ma baguette, mais oui, bonsoir. Je m'appelle ma butthole.
Until a shining beacon rose from the ashes.
Friend!
Citizen. Need a friend?
Oh my god! We're getting bitches! Let's go! Hella bitches.
Quoi? Besoin de nourriture et d'eau, espèce d'imbécile.
Friend Industries.
Friend for Super
Over
Earth!
the past 15 years, Friend Industries has brought humanity back from the brink of extinction. And
Yo,
brought hope
we
back
love
into our
Friend.
lives. So come and join our global initiative and be a part of rebuilding mankind.
I would like to understand how they've dealt with the water problem and the food problem, considering having literally having the moon piggybacking our planet like it is would have completely destroyed the atmosphere and any habitability the planet would have. So, explain, movie! Explain!
Now the largest employer in the world, we have a wide range of sectors to suit everyone. Such as our cutting-edge weapons development team.
I'm doing my part!
Hydrogenesis
Damn, is that a
research
future
division.
AK-47 chained in 7.62? That's crazy.
The repopulation.
You know, I feel like I'm gonna sign up to Friend. Yeah, suddenly I'm getting a very deep-seated urge to join Friend.
Program.
Would you like to know more?
Application for Undercorps Marine.
Why are they not wearing hazmat suits? Do they want radiation
Research and
poisoning?
Development.
Oh.
Our space program. And much more.
Why do their outfits look like they give them giant titties? So, what you're saying is that planet Earth has learned nothing in the 15 years since the moon decided to give Earth a hickey, and in Earth's typical fashion, rather than trying to, like, grow and maybe, you know, develop as a society, we have doubled down and said, you know what? Let's not try and negotiate with these planets. Let's
Blow them the fuck up! Bring on a wall! Show them the might of the name of the Emperor! In his name it will be done! Those heretical Xeno scum will feel the wrath of our glorious Emperor!
Apply now to provide for what's left of your family and protect our home from what's lurking out there. Friend Industries, your best friends in a world gone to shit.
I gotta be honest, the design of those guns and their uniforms look like skins from Call of Duty that would have been a special edition for some goofy ass cartoon show. Like some like collaboration with Nicki Minaj or something.
We're meant to be the bloody Umbra Corps. Best of the best. Why they let Grandpa in here? 'Cause your generation are a bunch of pussies. And what's your
Grandpa thinks Vietnam is still a thing.
deal, Tim Man? Huh? Rats eat your real arm or something?
Also, just to point out, by the way, can we delight in the irony that it was Australia where the moon landed? So not only, really, when we think about it, the moon has actually made Earth less dangerous by wiping out all of the Australians and all of the wildlife in Australia. Really, we should be saluting the moon. Yeah. It's now a less dangerous Australia.
Hey, I'ma try and sneak some of that moon juice back. That shit's going for 70 food stamps a vial up in Europe. You get caught smuggling that pink jizz out of the border, you'll be shot, and so will we, just for being with you. Calm down, Grandad. You know we don't get paid enough for this.
I'm also just coming to the realization that we have now just started having character development in what I can only imagine was meant to be a shit post. Isn't it so funny how shit posts end up becoming cultural phenoms? Like, let's even talk about Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet, like the first 20 episodes of Skibidi Toilet were meant to be just a shit post by Das Bullshit. Not Daspo shit. Defuck Boom. And what was meant to be a shitpost turned into a worldwide phenomenon.
Besides, the stuff from the Umbra Zone is meant to be like nothing else. Like the Mona Lisa of moon juice.
Cut it out, Marines. Put your masks on. Don't want the
Are those AI
radiation
voices?
turning you into one of those moon-fected. Wouldn't make much of a
Moon-fected.
difference, though.
First it was the cosmic frequency turning you into one of those. Now it's the radiation. It's all bollocks. Nah.
I don't like when people use AI to be diminutive of actual talent. I can't tell if those are AI voices, but they definitely sound like it. I'm okay with AI content so long as it's parody and stupid and not diminuting, not devaluing somebody else's work.
It's gotta be that moon juice, mate. That's why everyone's after it. It's powerful stuff. Who put this guy in our squad?
Okay, we're here. You know the drill. Umbra Initiative 1642. In and out in 2 hours.
You know, the other two, it's fine, but it's his Scottish accent. You can't even do a Scottish accent without making it sound like crass and all that. You gotta really try to get that inflection in there. Because you're doing the kind of, you're doing the pitch and intonation without any of the inflections. You gotta make sure you're really out there, like you can go, FREEDOM! If you're gonna emulate a Scottish accent, you really gotta make sure you get it right. These are literally Call of Duty weapons.
Stay on my 6.
Oh! She just wants a hug! She wants a kissy wissy! Mwah, 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 mwah.
Wait, don't shoot! Don't shoot!
You moron.
We shouldn't be blaming them. We should be blaming whoever's driving the goddamn car. Because whoever drove the goddamn car should have clearly seen your mum outside.
You just killed our squad leader.
Oh no!
She
Now
was
I guess
throwing
we
me
can
off
get the
to
moon
him.
juice.
Is he alright?
You're right. I've been shot through the heart, and you're too late. Now get back to base, otherwise you're gonna have a bad day. How is she still alive? Never mind.
Nice going, Tim, man. Won't have to worry with you around. What the hell?
That in the business is called subtle foreshadowing, only not so subtle. Friend! Hi, friend! He just wants a hug! And a typical Call of Duty cutscene, you get thrown away so that everyone else in your team gets murdered, and now you are gonna be alive. Fuck. Hello? Dormammu, I've come to negotiate. I suppose reach out and touch Jupiter? Was that Dormammu? Okay, well that was a whole thing. I think that's everything. Is this? What is this? Minecraft. Minecraft content. Disgusting. No, ew. Let me just quickly check. I think that's the latest episode. Yep, that is the latest episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, this honestly kind of surprised me. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect going into this. I can almost certainly say this was designed as a goofy-ass thing originally. But honestly, it's really goddamn good. And I can say with certainty, we are definitely going to be watching more of these as they come out. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this. I know that I got prattly about this, but I like analyzing this kind of stuff because it's interesting to know how this stuff gets made. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Join my Twitch, join my streams, go and subscribe to Mr. Friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!